Hello, my name is Imaji and I'm from Indonesia, from Denpasar City.
So, can you tell me how long have you been a designer?
It's been 8 years already.
And where are your collections sold?
In Indonesia, of course, all around Indonesia, and we just launched our new store in Paris and New York.
Do you focus on boutiques or do you have them in department stores?
A boutique because mine kind of like evening gown with batik pattern and some other traditional clothes with semi-modern from Indonesia. So each of them are different, none of them are the same, so yeah, more like boutiques.
So where did you get your training to become a designer?
I actually learned it in Indonesia. I'm joining a designer school which called LaSalle College in Jakarta, but the rest of it I'm learning by doing it.
What is the meaning of your brand name? Because some of us realize that there is a little bit Dutch language.
Whoa, I'm glad that some of you all realize my brand name. So actually from the word Arunya, I took it from the Aksara language, which it means for sunshine. That's how I describe my country, and for the Netherlands, Os Indi, it is the nickname of the Indonesian name that the Dutch made when Indonesia was not yet independent.
That was an incredible meanings. I am now a big fan of your brand. I really like sellers that are not only good at selling but also have a lot meaning behind what they sell. Okay, Mrs. Imaji, I have a few questions that I received from other people that watching your fashion show collection.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Alright, I'll try to answer all questions as clearly as possible.
Great! The first question is, so what do you hope to accomplish by making a fashion show of your collection with the semi-performing arts?
Okay, so I have a big dream that people know batik. Do you know batik?
No?
See, batik is our traditional fabric. So Indonesia is such a big nation. It has islands, archipelagos, and then we have a lot traditional fabrics such as songket, rangrang, tenun ikat, and one of them are batik.
Batik is like what I'm wearing right now.
That's why I want people to more aware about batik. Besides that, many of you must be wondering, why is there a performing arts in this fashion show? The drama is all taken from stories that happened in Indonesia in ancient times, and the relationship between this drama and fashion is seen from the clothes worn by the actors in the drama. There are some of the women who wear traditional clothes called the kebaya, and there are also men who wear clothes that characteristic in the new era of Indonesia's independence. These clothes also have a lot of stories. Indonesia is a country full of its natural beauty and so many stories of them before and after their independence. The event that I created is also a form of our appreciation as the young generation of Indonesia for advancing this country. In addition, this is also a form of our gratitude as the people of Indonesia to the heroes who are willing to sacrifice for the liberation of the Indonesian state. I want America to know about the Indonesian designer. It's not about the competition, but more about who we are, to bring our culture, to bring about our diversity. And because so many people in the group now, and then I want America to appreciate that Indonesian's designer is something like, equal into the New York fashion designer as well. And maybe we can cooperate and work together.
It's very distinctive and so unique. When I see all of your collection, I can feel the uniqueness when people wear it. Yes, of course, and I'm sure too that you can be successful in New York as well.
Thank you.
Next question. Someone asked about the clothes that came out first during the runway session, which was a mini dress with boots and a very different hairstyle. Could you please explain more about this outfit in more detail?
Of course, I already knew from the beginning that many of you all will ask this. For outfits, this one certainly has a meaning related to Indonesia. I named this dress Askara, the name that I took from the Aksara language, which means light. Just like the clothes that use batik patterns with bright and quiet striking colors. This dress presents the social changes called cycle theory that occur in Indonesia in the form of a fashion cycle, from the top to the bottom of the foot. Judging from the hairstyle that I use, it is called sanggul hairstyle, which it is the hairstyle of Indonesian women in ancient times. This hairstyle is rarely used by Indonesian women in daily life, but many of them use this hairstyle to go to formal events or at weddings. And in terms of clothes, I use a batik pattern material, which still looks typical of Indonesia. Combined with the maid dress, looks more elegant and is suitable for parties or informal or formal events. And in terms of shoes, I use long leather black boots to the knee. It looks more modern and follows today's era. So this dress shows clothes today's trend but still has its Indonesian characteristics so that we can still preserve the traditional fabrics of Indonesia. Same goes to other collection. They all have their own names and stories.
Wow, that was an amazing responses. You still want to see the characteristic of your country but still look modern. I would also like to buy that one collection after I listen to the story behind the dress. After this interview session, I would like to have that one dress. I'm sure all viewers who watch will be tempted to buy this collection after hearing the story behind the clothes designed by Mrs. Imaji. It turns out that not only the collection of clothes that look so beautiful but also wrapped with the stories that are so interesting.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that compliment.
Okay, next questions. Oh, this question is what I'm waiting for because me and other people who watch this must be curious about this theater arts you made on the stage. Why there's people from Egypt, Australia and India in this drama? What is the connection between these countries and the Indonesian state? Were they the ones who colonized Indonesia?
So this drama, I name it Karushila, which I take from Aksara language too, means having a good hearted. And they are not the country that includes colonizing Indonesia. In fact, they are the opposite. They are the countries that help spread throughout the world that Indonesia has become independent. Because when Indonesia liberated that country, few countries have heard and the Netherlands is still trying to enter Indonesian Sea. But like Australia, they were the one who helped close their sea gates so the Dutch could not enter Indonesian Sea, because to enter Indonesian Sea, they had to pass through Australian Sea. So the conclusion is they are one of the heroes for our country to be like now, be free safely, peacefully, and no one colonized anymore. Now it's our duty as the young generation to be proud and advance this country.
Wow, these are stories that are so amazing. It made me gasp. Me and other viewers seem to get a lot of deeper information about Indonesia. We can see that this country is such a powerful country. Thank you, thank you.
I hope Mrs. Imaji is not tired of answering these all questions that lead to these long answers.
Of course not. I am actually very happy and enjoy with all of your questions. I am very happy because I have more privilege to tell them about history in Indonesia to international media, and I am proud to be part of the Indonesian people who can raise the good name of Indonesia abroad.
The next question is a question that is slightly related to the previous question. Not only the viewers seem to be wondering, but I'm also curious. Why in the second drama you meet, there are a lot of people who look like Indonesians, but they look hostile and compete with each other. Who are they and what happened to them to be included in the category of history in Indonesia?
It symbolized that Indonesia once got in a very bad state because of the PKI. The Indonesian Communist Party is a political party in Indonesia that has disbanded. The PKI is the largest non-ruling communist party in the world after the Soviet Union and China, which was finally crushed in 1965 and declared a banned party the following year. But thankfully, Indonesia successfully recovered from it alone by defeating the PKI.
I represent America. My condolences to the figures in Indonesia, and may they always become an eternal up there.
Thank you so much.
Oh, it doesn't feel like this interview has been going on for a long time. And let's end with a final question for Mrs. Imaji, which is still contradicting the show that was shown earlier. Can you explain about the last drama where there was a group of Indonesian people but they carried a flag that didn't look like the symbol of the Indonesian state? What happened to them and who are they all?
Well, so it's like this, there are a group of uprisings today, which means they're still going on today. They are called GAM, namely the Acehese Independence Movement. Aceh is one of the cities in Indonesia, and GAM is an armed separatist movement that has the aim of separating Aceh from the unitary state of Republic Indonesia. The conflict between the Indonesian government and GAM due to this difference of will has been going on since 1976 and caused the death of almost 15,000 people. So for these reasons, they made their own flag and did not use the Indonesian flag. I hope that with this conflict, Indonesia will recover quickly and we can all become citizens of a country that is equally developing and advancing Indonesia.
So that's all for this interview. Thank you very much for taking your time to answer these questions. We as Americans loved and enjoyed all of this Indonesian history, and we had a lot of moral messages that can be taken from the stories. Since it's at the end of the show, what are your messages and impressions that you can give to all the viewers who are watching?
That's very kind of you. I just want to say that keep chasing your dreams. There is no word success is like turning the palm of the hand. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately full disappointment. So have dreams but have goals, and understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency.